This game is terrible, and the crazy part, it's not terrible because of the gameplay, graphics, or even the story. No, solo leveling is terrible on a much stupider reason, and I only had 2 hours to figure that out because after that, Steam won't let you refund it. But before I explain why this game let me down so much, let me actually talk about it, because shockingly, it's kind of great. When I booted it up, the first thing that hit me was the presentation. The game knows exactly what its strength is: the graphics. Like, if solo leveling looked bad, the entire thing would collapse instantly, but instead it looks insane. And the way it jumps between the 2D manhwa art and the 3D animation, it's so clean and actually made me sit up in my chair getting so hyped for no reason. And the combat, easily the most fun part, not because it's deep, it's actually very simple, but because every attack looks like a cutscene. Blocking, chaining combos, finishing moves, everything feels weighty. The first boss even made me block for once, and yeah, they did get harder, but still, even with the difficulty increase, I'm gonna say it, the game was stupidly easy. You've got Jinwoo in his first gate screaming, "This is too hard and we might die." Meanwhile, I'm playing as him, wiping out all the enemies so easily. And I get that the dialogue matches the story, but calling it normal difficulty feels quite generous. But outside of the combat, there isn't much gameplay early on. The game locks like 80% of the system behind the story missions. You've got the shops, menu, online features, a whole build system, and you can't even access it yet. So for the 2 hours I played, my loot was basically fight, upgrade, fight, look at some cool menus I can't even use, and fight again. But I will say, when the build system does actually open up, it looks sick. Like, you can choose your own job, whereas I picked Assassin as it looks so cool. You can upgrade skills, swap weapons, equip rings, and even build a team using your story characters. Like, there's real depth here. The game just teases you with it instead of letting you use it early on. Now for the story, and I'll be honest, I haven't finished the manhwa yet. So this game was basically a speedrun of spoilers waiting to attack me. But I'm not going to be spoiling anything here. What I will say, the story feels faithful, clean, and it is just the exact plot of solo leveling. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. But now let's talk about the biggest flaw, the lag. The game is beautiful, but sometimes it struggles my PC. And maybe that is my fault for screen sharing it on Discord, but usually my PC can handle more than that. So I feel like this game isn't light or just not optimized. And sound-wise, it's fine. The combat sound effects hit pretty well, but sometimes it all blends into some ear explosion because everything's happening at once. But the music though, that's pretty good. The intro theme hits and the cave theme is pretty cool. But you barely hear a lot of it because the game is constantly screaming some random sound effect. So look, the story's good, the graphics are incredible, combat is flashy and fun, menus are deep, and overall the game is genuinely solid. Which brings me back to the beginning, because solo leveling is terrible for one reason, this being the price. This game costs £35 on Steam. £35, that's already pushing it for a game that barely lets you use half of the features in your first few hours. But here's why that's so bad. You can get the exact game on mobile for free. Like, same story, same combat, same graphics, same everything. This isn't a new exclusive game to PC, it's literally the mobile game on a bigger screen and with a keyboard and mouse. And the game doesn't even pretend to hide it. And that's why this game is terrible. They tried to sell me a free mobile game for £35, like I wouldn't notice. And I'll be honest, I didn't at first, I didn't even know it was a mobile game. So yeah, for this refund review, I refunded it immediately. And honestly, you probably should too. If you want to play solo leveling, here's what you do. Just download it on the App Store. But on Steam, not a chance.